A lawsuit is accusing Maryville Police of punching and tossing an autistic teen 7 times. The parents of Christopher Kramer, who is diagnosed with autism, filed a lawsuit on their son's behalf. The lawsuit is accusing Missouri State Highway Patrol Trooper Jim David Farmer, Maryville Public Safety Officers Seth Rucker, Tyler Salsbury, and John Vaught, and Nodaway County Deputy Sheriff Austin Hann of beating and tossing given to Christopher. Christopher battles a form of autism that gives him impairments in comprehension and speech. At the time of the incident, he was 18 and in his senior year of high school at Maryville High School, where he was a special education student. On May 6, Christopher was jogging in Maryville. While he was jogging, his shoes came untied. He stops to tie his shoe at Missouri State Highway Patrol Trooper Jim David house. When Mr. David saw the young man in his yard, he shouted to the teen, "Can I help you with something?" What Christopher described as a terrifying yell. Christopher froze with fear. He did not reply back to the intimidating voice. Then continue on his run with his freshly tied shoes. Jim David, who feared the end, started to call other on-duty cops, then called dispatch. Maryville Public Safety officer and a deputy with the Nodaway County Sheriff's Office soon located the now terrified teen running from a scary man yelling at him. When the police drove up on the, even more, terrified teen. Because of a previous encounter with police and not understanding why he is being chased, Christopher took off running even faster. The other officer with Nodaway County Sheriff's Office arrived and joined the chase of the scared teen. The new officer on the scene catches up with Kramer and tackle the frightened teen to the ground with the force of an NFL linebacker. A confused and frightened, in pain and not comprehending autistic teen, continued to try to get away. Christopher crying and screaming that he wanted to go home and asked why police car coming. During the officer's struggle with Christopher, one of them decides it would be best to just tease the teen. During the several minutes fight with Christopher, officers reportedly tossed him 6 more times, all while punching him into submission. The teen now badly beaten and tossed a total of 7 times. The police then decided that the teen had enough of those beatings and the 50,000 volts assault that they called an ambulance. The suit says Chris was terrified by the incident. He suffered apprehension, mental distress, anxiety, and emotional pain and suffering. Maryville City Manager Greg McDaniel issued a statement regarding the lawsuit. The reality of law enforcement is that officers must make split-second decisions based on the behaviors and circumstances they witness while protecting their community, McDaniel wrote. There simply is no way any officer could have known Mr. Kramer's personal circumstances before this issue transpired. Officers immediately responded with care and compassion upon discovery of Mr. Kramer's situation. We are confident the facts will become clear through the legal process. It is sad that police officers have so much fear of the public that they felt threatened by an autistic teen tying his shoes. They feared this teen so much that they needed 7 shocks of 50,000 volts just to neutralize the threat this teen was making by jogging down the street. By Brian Jeffers, Missouri Freedom Paradox.